Good morning, sir. I'm M. Purnasai Karthik from class CSEG, and today my topic is class declarations and modifiers in Java and assigning one object to another. As we see, this representation covers the essentials of class declarations and modifiers in Java programming. It will explore the different types of modifiers, their significance, how they can be used to control the access levels of classes and their members. Additionally, you will learn how to assign the object to another with practical examples and code snippets to illustrate these concepts effectively. Class declarations in Java. These blueprints. Classes classes are blueprints in Java. A class is a blueprint or a template for creating object. It defines the structure and defined with a class. The class keyword is used to declare the class in Java. Example class, my class, and statements are declared within the flower brackets. And fields and methods. We can have fields and methods. A class can contain data like variables known as fields and behavior functions known as methods. Encapsulate data. The encapsulation primary purpose of class is to encapsulate, to bundle together data and methods that operate on the data. Class modifiers. The class modifiers are of four types: and public, private, protected, and default. The public modifier means the class is accessible from any other class, and a private modifier restricts access to only within the classes itself. It is primarily used to class members, fields, or methods, not on the top level classes. Protected. The protected modifier allows access to the class itself, other classes in the same package, and all subclasses even if they are in different package. And finally, default restricts the access within the package. And this is if there is no modifier is specified, the class is accessible only by the other classes within the same package. This is known as a package private. And we see we are creating a class. We use define a class. Use the class keyword to followed by the name. By using class keyword, we can use it to class keyword. We can use to create a class, and the class name you use it to be begin with a capital letter, and use the class keyword followed by the class name. Example class capital CAR car. Include fields. Can include fields like in text. Or in the classes we use it to assign the objects with a data type or any other data types like int, char, float, string, etc. Include methods. Can include methods like the void, string, for example, void and any other name, and declare this parenthesis, open parenthesis and close parenthesis are declared as a method, and the statements are you accessed within the flower braces. Example of class declaration car. As we talked before, we have created a class named car. And firstly, we had successfully created a class named car, and which class name should begin with a capital letter, so capital CAR. And these fields are a string model, say like for example, int year, and method void drive, which is also declared with open and close parenthesis. It's called as method, and the statements are used to declare within the flower braces and object creation. As we see, we had successfully created a class like assigning inputs and etc. and assigning value to the variables etc. Like we have seen that thing, but to whereas we display the output, we have to create and separate objects to the classes to print the output. So we see here object instances. Object instances are of a classes. An object is a specific concentrate instance of a class. Example, specific, for example, Toyota. Object created from a general car class. Capital C, as you see, car class. And next, creation process. This creation process objects are created dynamically at runtime using a new keyword. As we see that by creating an object, we use it to create this object using a new keyword and unique states. Each object has its own state. Like each object has its own separate copy of instance variables. Example, my car dot year and your car dot year. You can have any different values. Example code like example car my car equal to new car. So here we successfully created an object my car for a class car. Object assignment in programming. Assigning object assignment refers to the process of linking one object to another in memory. This means that is one object is modified and other reflects those changes since they both point the same memory location. So as you see, assigning objects. Assigning one object to another means when you assign one object variable to the another, like another car equal to my car. So here another car is another object and my car is an object that we had declared in a previous slide. So you're copying the memory reference, not the actual object itself, but the data inside the my car is copying to the another car object. So example code, my car, another car equal to my car. As we see, the car data which is has declared before to the my car in the previous slide is also sharing the data. So my car is sharing the data with another car. Memory references. Both reference are same object in memory. Both variables are now point to the X same object in memory. So effects of changes in one reflect in the another. Because both variables references the same object, any changes made to object through one variable will immediately visible through the other variable. Example code, reference assignment. This code example demonstrates how multiple references can point to the same object in memory. Here both my car and another car refer to the same car object, leading to shared data between car instances. So create two car references pointing to the same object. So the car and set year, assign the year value to the car and output year, print the year of another car. Copying objects. So the concept of the reference copy. The reference copy only refers the reference copy only the refers that are copied by default. So it means the default assignment like example object 2 equal to object 1 is just an reference copy. And swallow versus deep copy. Swallow copy versus deep copy description. The swallow copy copies the object and its primitive fields, but the object references within it are will share. Deep copy creates a completely independent copy and including copies of all objects within the original object. So the independent states. The independent states is the copy that independent states are important of the independent object states and custom methods. Deep copy requires custom methods. Deep copy example. The deep copy independent copy is a method to create independent copies. For example, uh, here copy method. Car copy car. The car original and car new car equal to new car as we see the class and as we see this example before. The new car dot model equal to original model. And we see that this is deep copy example. This data is copied within this another object and new car dot year equal to original year return new car. Changes management. It ensures the changes affect only the original data which don't affect the duplicate values. And the conclusion of modifiers. Use modifiers wisely. Use modifiers according to the design needs. It means the modifiers based on your design need what you should be accessible and what should be hidden. Balancing accessibility. Proper use of the modifiers achieves the balance between encapsulation, like hiding internal details, and providing necessary accessibility. And OOPS principles. OOPS is an object-oriented programming principles essential for the object-oriented design principles. This is the essential for adhering to the core OOPS principles like encapsulation and abstraction. Takeaways. Key takeaways is as we talked from in the above PPT slides, class declarations like classes by design, as we talked before in the above slides. The class assigning an as we see we input the data to the classes like storing the data to the variable, storing the data to the data types, and also by creating the methods and giving the data to the methods, and also creating an object. And here next object assignment. Object assignment shares references where we can tell about that. It is the object assignment which is used to assign the object to solve display the output of the class that is declared. And access modifiers. As we see that there are four types of access modifiers like public, private, protected, and default, which are used to access the data for for the copying or no, for the copying or making the data private for data sharing of another class. Deep copy implementation. Implemented deep copy for independence, as we talked before in the above PPT. Additional resources for learning Java, the Oracle Java documentation. The Oracle Java comprehensive reference for Java language, which tells that nothing but a downloading a Java application or a Java JDK, like a Java development kit application to practice the coding of Java that we have learned, and which we can access by inputting the code, and we can get the output, and we can learn through that Java JDK file using Java programming course. Differs courses available for all skill levels. Nowadays, the Java programming courses are all on websites, and which we can also refer these Java courses in offline training institutes, and which as the Java is a stable language, which there are a number of people and known as is a Java programming is also used widely for coding purposes. Online forums, community supported for Java programming queries. Fine, and that's the end of my presentation, sir. And thank you for hearing out my presentation for this long. Thank you, sir.